tell me, Mrs. Simpson, have you applied for any jobs this week?
Yeah.
And can you tell me about them?
What do you mean?
Well, how many for a start, Mrs. Simpson?
Dunno. 3, I think.
Just 3?
Yeah, think so.
And where did you apply?
There was Blake's.
Yes.
And Watson and Co.
Go on.
And I think it was Thatcher's Engineering.
Very well. Now, tell me about the jobs you applied for. What sort of jobs were they?
Blake's was to do with accounts.
Accounts? Do you know about accounts, Mrs. Simpson?
Dunno.
You mean you don't know about accounts?
Dunno what they is.
You have no idea what accounts are?
That's right.
Why did you apply for a job at Blake's accounts department if you're not sure what accounts are?
Had to.
What do you mean?
Had to, didn't I?
What do you mean you had to?
Lose my benefits, don't I?
Lose your benefits?
Yeah, because I was told I had to look for a job every day, or at least a few times a week, or I lose my benefits.
I think you're supposed to apply for jobs within your capabilities, Mrs. Simpson, not just any job.
Well, there aren't any.
Are you sure? I know there are some available at Council Depot.
Shit shoveling.
I beg your pardon.
They want someone to clean out the sewers, and I ain't doing nothing like that. I don't mind sweeping and the like, but I ain't shit shoveling.
Someone has to do those jobs, Mrs. Simpson.
Not me. It's a... Sorry. Bloody insult.
So are you refusing to apply for this job? You do realise the consequences of that refusal, don't you?
You what?
Let me explain. Refusing to accept a job which falls within your capabilities will result in the suspension of your benefits, and that could be for up to 6 weeks.
But I am looking for a job.
It doesn't work quite like that, Mrs. Simpson. Now, let me know when you have a job or have applied for jobs which fall within your capabilities, and I will ensure that any benefits due will be reinstated after 6 weeks.
So what do I do now then? I ain't got any money.
There are emergency funds which may be available.
Ugh, it's a bloody farce, that's what it is. A bloody farce.
I think you'd better leave now, Mrs. Simpson. I've explained the process.
What a fun...
Your 2:45 appointment's here, Angela.
Well, it's 5 minutes late.
I did mention that to her.
What did she say?
She was very abrupt. Something about a bus.
That's happened before. It is Mrs. Adams, is it not?
Correct.
Well, fortunately, it's my last appointment today. Are you taking over or is it Wendy?
Wendy's doing the next appointment. I shall be here for the last hour.
Ah, fine. Oh, show Mrs. Adams in, will you please?
Certainly. Best of luck.
Please sit down. Oh, how can I help you today?
I want my benefits, don't I?
You do realise you're 5 minutes late for your appointment, Mrs. Adams?
So?
Well, the rules are, if you cannot make your appointment at the correct time, then you must reapply for your benefits.
What?
You have to reapply for your benefits.
Well, I couldn't help it, could I?
It is your responsibility to make the appointment.
How could I?
What do you mean, how could I?
It was late, weren't it?
The bus? Hardly our fault now, is it, Mrs. Adams?
Weren't mine, neither.
You knew the appointment was at 2:45. Why didn't you get an earlier bus?
The bus ain't normally late, is it?
Well, I don't know, Mrs. Adams, but you do need to be thinking ahead in case of these problems occurring.
I would have if I knew it was going to be late.
Perhaps next time? I'll get you a form for your new benefits application.
So when do I get my benefit?
Well, these things take a little time to process, but you should get the money in 6 weeks.
6 bleeding weeks? You're joking.
So, if you fill in the form in the next room and leave it at the front desk when you go.
What a joke. Thanks for nothing.
Come in, please. Hello, Mrs.
Ready.
Yes, of course. What's your name, please?
Ready.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. Yes, your name is Ready.
That's right.
How can we help?
Well, I want to apply for some help with my housing.
Housing benefits, you mean?
Yes, that is right.
I shall let you have a form when you leave, and you can complete it and leave at the front door. May I just ask the circumstances leading to your application?
My partner has been in an accident at work, and he could be off work for 6 months.
I see. I am sorry to hear that. I'm sure we'll be able to help. Is your partner claiming sickness benefit?
Yes, but it is so little. We could do with a little bit more help.
Okay. Well, as I said, please collect your form from the secretary at the door to this office, complete it in full and return it to the desk at the entrance. It will be dealt with as soon as possible.
Thank you.
Good day, Mrs. Simpson. How can I help?
I've got a job, innit?
Well, that is good news. Where are you working now?
Taylor and Finch's factory.
Oh, what is your role there?
What?
What job are you doing?
Sweeping. I got to clean the factory floors after the late shift.
I see.
Good prospects, though. After 6 months, if I does it right, then I can do days in the offices. That's a lot cleaner, you know. In fact, I think when I know all about the cleaning stuff, I might start my own business.
Oh, that sounds very good. I hope you're successful. I'll take you off our books then.
Can I go?
Of course you can. Don't take this the wrong way, but it'll be good we don't have to see each other again.
Yeah, it will be. No pressure. Bye!